Hello guys, what's up, what's up? Merry Christmas, today being on 23rd December 2024. It's been a while, it's been a minute, so I've been thinking of doing this today. Let's get to know me, get to know me, you guys, as my family. Who is Eliza? Eliza is a mom. Again, my names are Elizabeth Kwamboka Jacob, an African queen from the motherland of Gusii. I come from Gusii culture in a place called Mogonga, Gusii Kilgoris root. That is my home where I was born, but I've been out here doing a lot. I've been out of my home place. I went to school as a normal child, as anyone, and primary school, I came to secondary, I came to college, so I just want to make it brief. Apart from there, after high school, as normal in African way, as firstborns, your parents, they leave you to the world. You need to start to navigate. That is where I got my wings. The best thing, my parents raised me with a lot of hard work. I used to do more schedules. That is how I was raised as a firstborn. You need to take care of your siblings, fetching water from the borehole or the well. Sometimes we go to the river to bring drinking water, but we couldn't. We let to go alone because the river, we call it River Guta. So you should have someone who is ahead of you. Sorry, it's prayer time and I'm in a Muslim country. I'm in a kingdom, that is why you're hearing that. So it means it's almost time to pray. It's prayer time. So after there, I got someone. I popped into married life. I became a mom, and history went on. After a few years, my late hubby, he died, and then I was left with the kids, 2 kids. They were toddlers. One was a toddler, infant, like an infant. It was is it 1 year? It was just trying to walk. Okay. Like 1 year, 5 months, something like that. 1 or 2, almost 2 years, if I'm not wrong. Because now, if now he is a teenager, it means he was either 1 or 2 years. I can't specify it for now, but that was the specific age I can just quote. And then the best thing, I had started business maneuvering. Once, when he was alive, I tried to stop being just a housewife. I started to go out there whenever I see someone needs work to be done, and they will pay you, washing clothes. When you are living in a city, being a housewife, it becomes bored because you wake up, you do the house chores, and living in apartments, you fetch water maybe from the tap, you put inside the house, or ground floor, you put into your house. You fill everything, you clean your clothes, you fold them after they are dry. You're keeping the house warm. That was the main duty. And when you had a kid or a baby, your work is to nurse them and take guard. That is the duties when you live in town. So I tried small things because I never wanted to sit down. I couldn't love to be idle. So I used to see neighbors who used to go to work. The problem with us, mostly in Africa, if a man marries a beautiful girl, young lady, They feel jealous. They don't want you to go back to work. They just want you to be housewives. Those were the main problems I was facing. The major problem I was facing. Let's have a talk now. A serious talk. I'll iron the clothes later because we need to make this talk serious. So, let me sit here. What I did, me as a wife, the money I used to make, sometimes he used to give me like 100 bob, 20 shillings, and I'm like, oof, this man. You know, once you've loved a man, you won't be like, you won't be minding. Even if he give you a penny, like you're satisfied. So what I did, I started making little bit of money. Like, how can we say? Small. So you wash clothes, you receive some cash. We used to charge according to the quantity of the clothes. If it's small, you pay 200 and above. If it's little, it's 100 bob, but below 50 bob. Someone can give even 30 bob. Those moments or those times, things were not that expensive. So it was a little bit flexible. It was so nice because we could, like, you know, this could be paraffin, 50 shillings. And you could go and buy paraffin, like here, this is 5 shillings, and it was worthy cooking ugali, vegetables, and also maybe can make tea before it gets finished. That is how cheap life was. Like, even 50 shillings, Kenyan money. It was so easy. So, what I came to realize is that as time went by, you know, things come to fluctuate, and then the life becomes so different, not like usual. He came to notice that sometimes even if he gives me little money, he will come and find food in the house. Even if he gives me, the most he used to give me is 100, but if he gives me 200, it means that day we are going to eat beef. I'm telling you, we're going to celebrate. You know, in those times, like when cooking beef or chicken, yeah, in town it was there, but it was like, it looked special. Yeah, you know, when you're starting life, because his life was okay, but he sacrificed himself for his big brother, elder brother. He had to let his elder brother come from a country and stay in his house. And that moment we were already cohabiting. Now we had already dated. Now we were cohabiting, like wanted to stay together. So when the brother came after 2 weeks, we had already moved in together. I couldn't go back to my home because the moment we just started to staying together, I was like 3 months pregnant for my firstborn. So I couldn't go back home. My parents were harsh. I was born and raised in a family where we're being dictated in a fierce way. Like, things has to be straightforward. So I saw like, I can't do that. I know I had to say it's okay, let's stay. And for me, so because I was that person who had already accepted him, I chose it's okay, we'll start afresh. So we took just a mattress and 2 bed sheets and a blanket and 1 jerrycan, 20 liters, and 1 basin for taking shower. That is it. And utensils, we took like 3 plastic plates, 2 cups, 2 spoons, 1 big spoon for serving, 1 muiko, which is a cooking stick, and 3 cooking pots, which are the saucepan, sufuria. That is how we started life. We went and rented a house. The one he had, he left everything, even his clothes, to his brother. He just carried a little bit of what he can use. That is how we moved in, and we started life. Little did I know that it was just a matter of time. So I thank God because of those situations. You know, there are those situations that God can prepare you in advance, because it reached a time when it just became like suspicious. How can you manage? You don't complain even if I give you little cash. Me, I'm just that person. I love making my own money. So what happened here? I just like became open. I told him, once you go out and maybe any of the neighborhoods are looking for someone to do the laundry, I volunteer myself and then they pay me. Yeah? They pay me. Yeah, I don't judge them expensive. I just let them like pay me what you have. They give me, because I was starting, I was new in that field. But let me tell you, thanks to God, because it opened my eyes. It was an eye opener. Through that, I opened different businesses. I started sewing. I have some stuffs there which I do. I started sewing clothes, making some stuff we put in the coach. We call them vitambaza viti. We spread them in the coach, in the sofa sets. And then I started making scarves, socks, muffins. I used to sell those stuffs. Apart from there, you plait someone the hair, like the ones I'm making, but neat ones, which are very tiny. And then even you want to unkemp someone, to remove someone the braids, they pay you 50 bob, 30 bob. You wash dishes, they pay you some money. You wash stairs from 50th floor to ground floor, they pay you money. You fetch water from ground floor, you take it upstairs, because sometimes the motor can't pump the water to the 50th floor because of electricity shortage, because it was a three-phase or two-phase power, something like that. And during rain in Kenya we have power shortage of electricity. So those are the things we used to undergo, but it used to at least make money through that. I don't know why I'm yawning, but I hope everything is okay and I'm not tired. So what happened? As time went by, I hope I mentioned it somewhere, he started becoming jealous, envious, and I wasn't the way I'm like this. I was so brown, so I was Muzungu. In fact, Muzungu is my name, my nickname from childhood. It's not a surname but a nickname. That is how people from my home know me, Muzungu. Even now, it's just a few who knows my real name. Yeah. So as time went by, I started selling food. That is how I started being a food vendor. I started selling githeri, which is a mixture of corn and beans. From there, I opened a grocery. I started selling all types of vegetables, traditional vegetables. So I was navigating from Kayole, because that's where we were living. Kayole, I go to Nairobi during night in between 2 a.m. to 3, because by 4 I'm supposed to return, because my daughter had already started school. She was in, if not KG1, KG2. That I say I am approximating, because those were the moments that she had started school. So my Mr. DJ, hey, let me tell you, this love, oh, he became jealous. He said, "Now I'm going to be a babysitter," and even if it's not babysitting, he'll just be sleeping there with the kid. I go to the market, I buy everything, I come, I cook, I wash, because already I had given birth to my son and he was like 3 to 4 months there. So when my business had picked off, because he has already, in fact, God is so faithful. When he quit his job and now he became idle, he started drinking. There are some things like, what is there's an issue, if you know a YouTuber who's called David Jr., a brother to Ayamaro, there's an issue he's dealing with in Nyabuhansi. That is the situation now I was undergoing through. This person became an addict of alcohol. He used to pee in his clothes. I cook food. I wash beddings, because also he developed now like asthma. He had something like asthma. We call it bronchitis. Like his chest used to close during the cold, when he has maybe sniffed like how do you say, smoke. He started going walking with people who were using weed. Oh my God, the marijuana stuff. He used to drink and mess his clothes. He can mess even on the bed. He will just go and look for where drinking water is like this. And you know, in Nairobi we boil water. He mess on it. Like he urinates in drinking water. He's like, hey, I am the one. I am the mother. Now I am the mother and I am the provider. I'm the breadwinner. Now he's like my big baby. I have to, when he's drunk, sometimes his friends will bring him when he's drunk. You know, drunk? He doesn't even know himself. He will be screaming the whole night. And sometimes when the alcohol subsides, now his brain is okay, but now he's very tired. He can't stand, he can't walk, and also due to his condition, now he had developed that asthma. Hey, let me tell you guys, it was so hectic. Before this incident, he had won a green card. His brother bite him and chopped this meat, the lip. So I guess that's where the stress started from, because it was remaining like 1 week for him to go to the United States. Things turned around. Oh my God. Now I saw like all the witches from Gusiland have come to my home, because this is someone who was so resourceful to the society. This is someone who used to sponsor kids. He used to do voluntary work. They used to give scholarships from primary, preschool, specifically from primary, like from grade 1 up to grade 8, and then high school, and then college, university. They can sponsor you continuously, because he had friends from Czech Republic, from the European country. They were Dutch. They used to come holidays, like now December. Oof, they used to come. They buy people blankets, mattresses, food stuffs, clothes, shoes. And then this is very December is the time they prepare those kids already who are under sponsorship. They go in different companies. They look for clothes, which are the uniforms, the attires, the uniforms, the ties, the shoes, the track suits, t-shirts, sports shoes. Like, if the kid is sponsored fully, one full year. So it's being catered. Where he sleeps at home, in school, everything, the uniform and the school fees. The school which mostly they used to do the project or the organization. It was called Umoja Land Academy. It was situated in Kayole. Yeah, I know. I guess the owners are still alive, Madam Monica and Baba Dan. I don't know. We call him Baba Dan. Yeah. And the organization was called Uzima Foundation. We had another one, but that was the main one. The kids were around 1,500, and also from different parts of the country. Also, they were around all together. They were around 1,500 kids. In fact, even I had the file, the documents. When I had to leave his home, I just left those things there, because the memories were full. Because also when he was doing these things, we used to go together with him to a place called Nairobi in the CBD. There's a building called Norwich. I guess if it's not 13th floor, 14th floor, or up to 16th floor there. It was just like the place where you could find a good cyber within the CBD, which has good internet. That is the year 2005, 2006. That's what I'm saying, not now. So, where you can find a good internet to talk to someone abroad. Like, internet issues were there. It was not easy to communicate to people outside of the country due to the network issues. So, you know, from somebody to a drunkard to a nobody to a nuisance, I hustled 3 good years. If kids are sick, he's crying. If I'm sick, he's crying. If we don't have food, he's crying, because now he has left everything up to me. 3 good years and a half. I pay the rent, I pay school fees, emergency issues, I'm the one. This man started even to come with these fellow drunkards. They come in my business. Let me laugh because it is past tense. They sit, they eat my githeri. Some will say, put for me beans and rice. Put for me dengu and chapati. Put for me githeri. Put for me modokoi. Put for me njahe. Those are the specific things I used to cook. I need minji and rice. Oh my God. If there are things that I've seen, hey, let me smile. I can't believe that I'm the one now who is smiling. Guys, I used to cry. Hey, day and night, I used to cry. Have you ever mourned? Mourning and people are still alive. You're the one to buy for him clothes from the inner one to outside. You are the one to manage. The bedding should be clean, because now, if he senses any smell, if even someone who is smoking pass around him, his chest become congested. I used to make for him, in Kenya they call it dawa, but for me it's concoction. Every morning and in the evening I had to buy a small flask for him. Sometimes I used to boil milk for him, I put it aside, but most of the time I make a concoction: lemon, ginger, garlic. I smash them. I like you crate and then you smash them and then you boil with the water. So the garlic, I use like 3 cloves. Ginger, the full of it. Like we have sizes: 5 bob, 10 bob, 15 bob. And then the lemon. On the beddings, I don't know why I'm yawning. And the beddings, I have to make sure the beddings after every 2 days I've changed, and not just beddings, the whole house, because we were using stuff that time. But I worked hard and I bought a stove. We used to call it Pimagas. It was green, in this color. In Kayole we had the supermarket called Kwa Murefu. Murefu was a long time Chokora. Chokora is a street boy, but he came to become a rich rich man. He had supermarkets, so we were going to refill there. The gas you will fill for 2 weeks. You pay 200 2 weeks. That is it. It helped me that time, because now I had to stop the stove I was using. You put the stove with water, you turn it off with water. Like after you reduce the heat, because it uses paraffin, and you take it next to the door, and then you scoop water, and then you pick, and then you police the like, and then you beat it. That is how you close it. We managed. So what happened now in between here? Now he became hell. I don't know how Satan works. I don't know how I can say. He started selling items from the house. He sold the computers, the laptops. He had, those were gifts from his friends. He had digital cameras. Like, he can sell them the cheapest money, and then the money he can split it. He gives to his family. He provides to them, because they don't know he's not working. They don't know that he has become troublesome. Even it reached that time I had to run away to my in-laws, like, to tell them what I'm going to. And they conspired against me. They said, you are the effect to our son. And I was like, seriously? Do you know what your son is doing to me? I had this hair of mine. I had hair which was reaching, like, here. I had asked him money for the salon, because when it is light, but when it's windy it holds together. Like, detangling becomes a problem. So I was like, can I shave it? He spoke it lightly, like, can I give you 30 bob? As men, we shave with 50 bob. You are a lady, you do with the scissors like this, and then you go this, they make it 30 shillings. It's okay. It hurt me, but I said, okay, you've decided that way. Me and with my naivety, I was so naive. I took scissors. We had some neighbors who were there with, like, from Roland. the two men, I remember them. They asked me, "You shaved your beautiful hair. Oh my God, you've become a baby." Little did I know this man would come and become crazy. Hey, he beat me. He chased me from 8 p.m. up to 3 a.m. That building. I had to run to the agent, the one who collects money. I hid under their bed in the bedroom. Just as I was looking for rescue. So whatever you are seeing David Junior being in the countryside, it happens. It is real. Hey guys, let me tell you. Let me be like this the way I am. I am okay. If you see me, I'm not rushing into other things. I have my own reasons. I have peace of mind. That is what matters a lot. So imagine you got married. Okay, not even married because we didn't do a wedding. You are in a relationship, you have kids, and this person, let's say you are cohabiting with, should be the provider, should be the head, you are the neck. Like you should put things on the table so you can manage the things on the table. You add them, you multiply them, you manage them. But now whatever you bring, now you the neck, because the head is already torn off, he just takes them away from food. Even now he became jealous. He doesn't want to see me wearing even a suit. He doesn't want to see me dressing neat. That's how envious he was. He doesn't want me to go even outside. Things done the other way around. So I had to ask for help. One of the friends who come from the other side, from the European country, from Europe, she sent me 40,000 Kenyan money. She told me, plan for your help with you and your kids and go to his home. Whenever I told him, that time it was around 2010. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, yeah. Because that was the time my sister was finishing Form 4 and she was the one who helped me. He told me, no, you can't go. So I had to be patient. You know, when you are patient, you're thinking someone will change. 2010, 2011, 2012. Now 2012 February, it became so worse. That money, I didn't use it like wasting it. I just added it in my stock because already he had squandered those stuffs. And now I added the addition of selling, how do you call it? Soap. I can make downy. I can make soap, liquid soap. I can make, there is something called Kero. I dispatch it to those people I wash clothes for, so that I can maintain my stock. I kept also, I had to shift from that plot. I went to another. You know, you have to use money to move also. You're vacating. You bring a cart, we call it mkokoteni, you pack the stuff. So I brought 2, I packed things, and then we had to shift to another house. The worst thing I didn't know. We went to a place where the landlord was now the one who's selling the weed and smoking it, him and the wife. It was messy. You know, they can give that, they do together, and you know, the weed makes someone wild. They used to wake up at night, give me some beatings, just like that. He's giving me in my thighs. And you're sleeping. Now you wake up like, what is happening? That was my story. What is happening? Gender-based violence. And now when you wake up, because you know, you are not awake, you are sleeping, and you are very tired because the previous day you've been working so hard. You do laundry for people, you're managing your business, you have a kid who is breastfeeding, you have another one who is going to school, you're the one to pay bills, you need to supply the soaps, you need to be there for your business. Now this business, it became overwhelming because I used to go 2 times in the market. Thanks to God, no matter how much the challenges come, sometimes blessings are there. So my stock used to go like even the githeri, the food that I used to cook, it reached a time that if it's 3 p.m. I have to cook another githeri, which will be consumed up to 6, because now I had to cook the corn, which is very soft, like it is tender, the one which you can roast it, the one a baby can eat, which still has milk. I have an aunt who's, she's called the name like mine, but she's from another culture. We call it Kamba. She's called Elizabeth. So I used to call her, auntie, make for me 2 kg of corn, and make for me please if there's someone who can make me the beans. We call them yellow kisi, the yellow beans. They cook very fast. Also they taste like the ones which have not hardened. Oh guys, I used to run. Have you ever done business? But thanks to God. So now what helped me, I used to take a coin for 5 bob. I put in a home bank. We have a mukebe. Mukebe is a jerry can which is closed. It is being sold in hardwares or marimari shops. Marimari is those shops which sell household items like the chair, the table, the beds, blankets, clothes, anything, plastic scarves and stuff. So I bought 4 of them. Every corner of that room, I put 20 there, 5 there, 40 bob there, and the other side I put the kobole. You know we have kobole. Kobole is 5 shillings. We have two types of 5 shillings, 5 bob. We have the one which has, I don't know, 5 corners or what, and then we have the tiny ones. Those are the money which used to help me to save. So that one 5, here another 5, here 10, and there is the 40 bob. Now the one for 20 shillings, I used to put it in my cupboard inside. Let me tell you this hustle, I started it long time ago. Let me laugh this way. Your baby girl has done it. I have tried. If life should smile, it is my time. Life should smile at me. I have tried. Sometimes I look at my little wins, I'm grateful. It's like a sigh of relief. But when I look back, now I'm feeling younger than that time. That time I used to work like an old mama who has 5 kids taking care of. Now that time I was like, now that is the time I was a widow of 5 kids. At least now I can break. At least I can sit down. Hey, in my entire life since I got into marriage, I have never relaxed. My mind was calculating here. In fact, if you ask me, I cannot tell you when I sat down. Like I have friends, like ladies whom we can have moshene, like a gossip with. I've been workaholic. That is my lifestyle. That is my life. When we meet, maybe we meet with family members, maybe we meet friends at church or at home when we go up country. And up country we used to go like one day, the second day we stay there, the third day we are packing off, we're coming to Nairobi. No matter what, he couldn't have to stay at home because there's no way he can get money, and also people used to depend on him. Now he's a nobody. No one is interested in him, so he used to run off the stress because he doesn't want to show them the real characters. I underwent tough moments, but thanks to God, you know, those are the moments that we cherish because they have brightened us up and they have given us the strength to maneuver, to keep on pressing. No matter the challenges, we are here to make it. So what happened? To cut the long story short, it reached that time now he became too vigorous. Like he can beat the kids, he can beat me, he can come and find food there, he can split the food or throw it away. It's like now jealousy, and he was beating me like I want to die, I am dying, and how can I leave you? You're looking young ever, you are not. This lame. You can be fought for even God's grace. The favor in God is keeping you, like you are growing as much as you are passing through pain. This guy used to beat me like, oh. If you ask me, we don't have any conflict. We have not have collided of anything. He just comes and started beating me, and I'm like, what did I do? What is it? You are so beautiful. I will never want you to get another man. You are my only one. I am scared I'm going to die soon. I'm feeling it. Okay, it's like he saw his death coming. He saw it early, and he was trying to express it. He told me. Yeah, he told me. He used to tell me a lot. He used to say like, oh, if I die, I know my family members will do it to you ABC, but leave my kids and go and do this and that. And I'm like, oof. So now what should I do? I can't leave my kids anywhere. People have to receive them in peace or harmony. What should I do? So to carry the story short, one day he almost burned us in the house. I woke up at midnight. I was sleeping and I was unwell from the previous day. He came home drunk. He put, there was milk which I had bought, usually. Now because I'm the provider, I usually prepare something for tomorrow, like I will buy food which will stay maybe more than 2 days. So because I need my calculation to be okay for my business. So he came, he found I had boiled water. I usually boil water. I put in the flask. So sometimes he used to come very muddy. Guys, sometimes I'm wondering what kind of story I'm giving you. It's the reality. I had 3 kids, so he will come like he was digging sewage. I will remove his clothes. I wash him. The baby towel, the face towel. I had like 2 for him, one for the face, another one for the other potty parts. Because now he's drunk, and I'm washing him inside the house. I have to change him well, because how he will, if I don't do that, he will sit in the chairs, in the couch, in the sofa set, or in the bed with that stuff. And remember, everything in the house, even from the chair, they are white. Oh my god. Let me laugh, because it was my story. The neighbors used to laugh at me, and I used to live with the other cultures, Luya and the Kikuyu, Mosowa Kikuyu, and the Meru. They used to tell me I've been put juju. That is why I couldn't leave him, and he was mistreating me. Love is blind, let me tell you. I hope my kids will watch this, because there's one who loves watching my channel. He needs to watch this. So what happened? I have already an author, one of the I have an author in the family. I found him. He has written a book, and I was wow. God has done it. Maybe it's a story we'll put somewhere. So I wash him like you wash him. I boil the food. If he's too much drunk, I used to cook bananas. Bananas, matoke, the one you boil, the one which you cook. I make soup with matumbo. If today I didn't manage to buy matumbo, I'll buy bones. In Nairobi, you can buy bones. When you buy bones, you find that they have the cartilage, they have some pieces of meat. So I used to do that, because when you're cooking githeri, there's that charcoal after the githeri is cooked. It has overcooked, it's already. I boil the soup for the bones. Because also I was working so hard, I love to take the soup. So I used also to keep for him. The soup is good with the matoke soup, because once someone is drunk, that is something you give him to, how can I say, to make him not to be drunk. I don't know how I can say it, but you understand. Those who drink, it's like it utilizes those instincts of him being that much drunk. I used even to feed him tea, so that, you know, tea people who drink, they don't go with tea with milk. If love was gold to be bought and put somewhere, you do someone like a baby, which people don't do for us. Hey, it was part of my story. It was part of my memories. So sometimes I look back, I can't believe I enjoyed those moments. You feed him. Now when he gains the strength, you will stand up and start crying, regretting why is stressing you up. If you show him the clothes you wore, if you show him how he spit around the house, he used to, oh my god, like, he used to throw, like he can throw the whole house like messy. And you know, maybe he has mixed a lot of the liquor, different kinds of liquor. There's these ones which the other cards we call Kikuyu Tech, which is like Moratina. It's like the Muriba plant. They call it Mokoigo. It was like, you know, when you smash either pumpkin, it comes like porridge, or papaya, that is the color. They call it, for them they used to call it kikombe. They go and they buy it. It was being measured in a big cup of, is it Guinness cup, something like that, because me, I didn't enter inside there. They used to bring him like when he's, and what was funny, these people who drink, like, they're so generous, they share. So even if you don't have money, you can enter there and you'll be fed until you become a mess. Even when he doesn't have money, because tomorrow when you'll have money, he will feed them. But remember, he will not feed your home. You go and feed the drunkards. It was not easy. The landlady used to look at me, sympathize. Sometimes people used to advise me to run away. To leave him. But now I was like, if I leave him, he will die tomorrow. I don't know where I got that strength from. 2012, February, I did it. I told him like a joke. He saw it like a joke. Let's go home. I've country to your mama's place. And he was like, I married you. You are not my mother's wife or husband. Why are you going home? We'll be here. Me, I told him I'm going. So I looked for a vehicle, we packed everything. My sister helped me. And then we had to go. But I left for him his gadgets, the appliances, part of some laptop and computers he wanted, and the cameras in the house, because I wanted him to pay the rent, because he's not been paying the rent for 3 years and a half. I pay rent, school fees, food. Any emergency like sickness comes, it's me. And he's like, and he's not even helping me to take care of the kids. And I'm working the business side. And it's Nairobi. Sometimes we used to take my kids to the daycare. We pay 30 bob per day, half a day. If we stay up in the evening, 80 shillings or 100, you go and take your kids from 7 p.m. It wasn't easy. It was not an easy journey. And my kids, have raised them in a town, working without a nanny, just me and my kids. And him with goals, and I manage. Remember, I'm going to town 2 times. I go either 2 or 3 p.m. and then from 10 and 11, I should be in town. If I late, because that time there's no jam, traffic jam, I have to go early. If the bell rings at 11, no buying tomatoes in town. There's a place we call Mudurwa. Mudurwa, that is where we buy tomatoes, and we call it sanduku. They are boxes, crates, big crates. So you buy, you divide yourself 2 or 3, or you can carry the 2 crates. One box, that big, we call it sanduku. It's made of timber. The tomatoes are being filled up to like this. You buy it maybe 3,000, 4,000. Sometimes it hikes up to 11, 12,000. So if you buy the whole of it, you will not put it in a vehicle. People with the mkokoteni, which is called a cart, they come with the legs up to Kayole. You just write your name, you pay the 150, you are being given a receipt. You know those people who were the ones who push it. They will bring for you. In 1 hour's time, they'll be in Kayole. That's how we used to do those things. Let me tell you guys, it wasn't easy. But there were neighbors whom also were housewives, and their husbands never wanted them to work. But they were not from Kisii, they were from different tribes. They were from Kikuyu. So I used to ask them, like, I estimate the stuffs which I've done there. I put on my kiosk or my kibanda. They keep watch, they keep on selling for me. It's like because I was blessing them, because you will never know if they cut vegetable and they take to their home, tomatoes, and they take to their home. When I come, I'll give them 20 shillings, 50 bob. Thanks for watching, looking upon my business. This life, you have to help another, to continue. It's like procreating or procreation, something like that. So it wasn't easy, guys. But thanks to God, because I got the strength, and here I am to tell the story. Why am I saying this? Like now my kids are teenagers. Who knew that I would be giving the story from that time? So the time it came to pass, I had already shifted to the other side of the home, the countryside. But reaching there, things didn't go the way they were supposed to go. My mom-in-law became furious because now she's concerned about the son. The same thing you're seeing David Jr. After he rescued that girl, the family of the man, now they are feeling guilty. Now they are feeling bad, like their son will die without a wife. That is the same situation I was passing through. So they want someone to be taking care of their son. They don't care if you will die in that abuse of marriage. That's how Africans we forget. You don't care about other people's daughters, you care about your sons. Me, I said, okay, my kids are like this. And let me tell you, if you find a woman who loves you, cares for you, who minds about your health and everything, and if you mess up, you will never get someone like that. You will keep on looking for frogs while you left your own fish going. That is it. You'll be fetching snakes from the river. You get crabs. You get crocodiles, whales, sharks. You won't get that fish you wanted. The tilapia, which is sweeter than the rest. So, what happened? I decided to quit. I had to go to town, Kisii town now, from Nairobi to upcountry, from upcountry to Kisii town. I started their business. And I assumed, so he used to call, I give him the kids, he talk with them. It reached that time my phone went off. Like, you know, a phone when it has stayed maybe more than 2 years and it's outdated. Now it just stops like that. It stops working. I bought a battery. It worked like a few months, and then it stopped now completely. After it stopped, working. Little did I know that was the time his demise happened. So he died, me not knowing. So they started looking for me. 1 week, one full week, because now they cannot bury him. They can't bury him without us because he already has a family and he didn't have another family outside. So for a man who has kids, even if they had not paid dowry for you, that is the time they will be looking for you so that you can come. They pay dowry for you so that they can keep their lineage. You know, their lineage should continue. Because if they bury him without the wife and the kids, it is like he was a bachelor. That is how it is. And for instance, it happened that the time I was going to shop my shop items, sweets, the candies, some snacks to sell the following day, because I used to sell for schools around. And I used to cook githeri, buy credits. And now I had a big grocery and I had peace of mind. I had poultry. Yeah, where I went, they give me a space. I was laying, like, managing chicken. So I used to buy little chicks. I raise them until they start laying eggs, and then I can sell them when they're hardened up, when they've matured up. That is what I used to do. From there, me going to do the shopping, I said, let me pass by where we used to worship. It's called Kisi Parish. It's a Catholic church. Opposite, his cousin was working there. There was a chemist called Nyarango Chemist. Nowadays, that chemist was sold by someone. Someone is handling it because the owner went abroad, went to the United States. So me reaching there, the cousin saw me and he was like, "Oh, God has brought you. Oh, welcome, welcome. We're sorry, we are sorry. Did you know someone? It's today. It was on a Thursday. Do you know that someone there is his convoy is heading home? Which convoy? Like, he died today. Is being removed in the mortuary." And I'm like, when you are in shock. He died. How did he die? So I didn't see it like it's real. Guys, my hair, I had already unkempt my hair. Like, I wanted to go to the salon that day, but now I decided, like, let me go and do some restocking, buy the stock, and then I will come, and then the salonist will come and make my hair. So I had left my kids under watch of my business. My kids, I've raised my kids through the business, so they were the ones. When they come from school, that time they were going, all of them. When they come from school, they take care of my business. They keep on selling because they know how to sell sugar, credits, githeri, sweets, and other stuffs which I used to sell. When I come, I find already they've made money. Yeah, whatever they can. And it's by the roadside. So things went south. So I didn't even finish shopping. I took the stuff that I had already bought around for 5,000. And that is the day my life changed. So we had again to shift from there. They took me, I don't know, this cousin, I don't know how he did. He told me, let's go to the salon, you make your hair. I told him, no, can I go like this? They went and washed my hair. They just blow dried it, and then he told me, wait. Immediately has made phone calls. Now I'm being looked like for a queen, like a queen, because now they want me to go and bury their son. Oh, let me tell you guys, in Africa it is kind of unique. Like, you have to be present. So it wasn't easy. I made my hair like in 30 minutes time. A place where they come, they usually use 1 hour 45 minutes. In 30 minutes they were in town. A convoy of 5 vehicles, 5 salon cars, and 1 Range Rover. They have come for us. Me, I showed them where I'm staying. I had to leave the neighbor to take care of my poultry. other stuffs. Like I used to sell maziwa mara, which is like yogurt, and I had restocked like 20 liters. Guys, I went a deep loss. I didn't know. Like when something is gonna happen, mostly in Africa, like for us, because I'm an African, you find that you get a pamper harvest. Like that season, you harvest more corn. There's a lot of food in the family. I don't know how it is like welcoming guests to eat. So I had bananas for, is it 2000, and they were ripe. I was going to sell them. That I sell for 2 days, they get finished. So I buy like which are a little bit ripened, midway ripened, and the ones which are already ripened, which I'll be selling it that day, and then the following day they get finished. My business was running good. I was making good money, like a benefit of 3,000 per day in Kenya. I was for me in that section of business, I was good. Way far better. When the business is doomed, I am like 1,000. That is the benefit of the thing, and I'm like good. Or if you can ask vendors, they will tell you it is not easy to get even 1,000 but for the benefit of a day. But remember, I was making mandazi, samosa, and kangumu, and then I dispute it in schools. Like break time, I'll be in Daraja Mbili Primary School because it's in Kisii town, and that's first break. Second break, I'll be in St. Benedict's. I finished St. Benedict's. I lashed to, there's another school which is next adjacent, which is called Bosiri Academy. From Bosiri Academy, I will now time at lunchtime. I go to Getembe. I will run for those people who know that place. So Getembe will be selling for the ones of high school and the primary school. Now at 3 p.m. I will go back to Daraja Mbili Primary so that I can sell for Daraja Mbili Primary, and then at 4 I sell for Daraja Mbili Secondary. Like even I used to sell even the mangoes. So avocados are for the ones for lunch, and bananas, and then the other stuff, mandazis, samosas, and the other stuff for the other, and the sweets, the candies for the other small primary kids. I'm telling you, we used to look for money like we are on the roads. So the time I'll be in my kiosk is either from morning hours, if I have enough stock, or in the evening. I catch up with my clients. So by 1, after they have now finished, by 12:45, lunch is over. I go back to my kibanda. That's now the time I'm selling the milk, the sour milk for those drunkards, because next day there was a brewery next day there. We used to sell changa, and the gideri. They will come and eat my gideri, and also in the evening some will come and take in their homes the maziwa, those milk maruranu. Like that is how my business went. So I used to stay up to maybe 9 or 10, and then I closed my business. So it was so tough. It was so tough that even no time even for self-love, like no time to have fun. Like I'm that person who was too much. And that is in Kisii. In Nairobi, I used to do my business up to 11 p.m. So going to the house, it's 12. But already I had some schedules. There's a way I had fixed myself time to wash clothes for my little one who was an infant, my son now, and the daughter and me. My clothes at our own time, because also they are different, and the dad different, because now you go according to the category. For the husband were the dirtiest clothes, because he can come when it's messy, and the little one, his clothes is an infant. You wash them separate. You remove the ones with poop, you remove the poop, you soak them, the diapers now, you do other things. If you're using the napkins, there are those moments that maybe the weather is not conducive, like when it's cold. Boys, they mess up every time, like they pee in their clothes every time now and then, So I used to do it selflessly. Sometimes I look back and I say, like, God, all have I done in this world? Will one day, will you repay me with something different? Like, can someone also do that for me? Because I feel that I've done it exceedingly. Like, you do it extremely, like, but in a or they reciprocate with the different attitudinal things. I'm like, oh, it was worthy doing it for nothing. Yeah, so the challenges. So it wasn't easy. We buried him. After we did the burial, you're not supposed to go anywhere. You can't go back to your previous place where you were staying. They advocate that you should stay and guard your your loved one's grave. Hey, let me tell you, this life, I don't know, was I that so naive too much or what? But it was part of my story. It went up to 3 weeks. My daughter was supposed to go back to school because he was either grade 1. Now he was supposed to go to join back so that he can finish the year because it was September, and then the following year he would begin grade 2. Things changed. My in-laws, I told them to look for a school, then they can admit my daughter. They said we will put your daughter in a public school whereby it is up country, and remember the roads are not clear. The same scenario of what David Jr. is doing there in the village. You know that place the way it is? Like you do the shrubs like this and then you walk. That was the very, very thing. Me, I looked upon that. I said, no, my daughter, she can't go in a place like that because when she was, even she had a laptop where she was studying with. The school was so organized and everything was okay. Now bringing her to a country, my daughter, even she hadn't joined school, she was eagerly happy. She wanted to know my motherland language, like the Igusi language. So if you talk to her Swahili or English, she mixes Swahili, English to Kisi language. Now this kid, when she's seeing other kids, she sees them like dolls. On the other way around, when those kids are seeing her, they are seeing like her like a doll because now she's, when she's bright skin and then she's tender and then she doesn't know even the fights even to defend herself. She takes like anybody's a friend. Anyone tells her, come we go, she's following them. Let's go to our home. We have guavas. She goes. We have a cow. She wants to go and see the cow. She doesn't know even the cow can knock her down. Now I was like, oh, this kind of my baby. She has come to discover things. She's under discovered. So it was so hard. But thanks to God, to the nearest shopping center, we call it Ekerenyo, we had a school which was called Bridge International Schools. The education, the rank of the education it resembles now the ones which they call it CBC, because they use laptops, they use international language, like the curriculum, it suits. So thanks to God, I also again narrated it in form of a message to the late former friends. The same lady who helped me before again sent me some cash, because also we had tough moments after the burial. The money for the burial, the family took the documents, they sealed up his premises. I was so naive. I didn't know how to protect myself. I didn't know how to prevent myself. Like all that mattered to me, it was peace of mind, and I didn't see anything. And little did I know that they are befriending me while taking what belongs to the kids. For me, what I did, like it didn't bother me. All I wanted is like to be in a safe, conducive area. The environment became unfavorable, and you laugh with someone. When you move and someone joins them, they start gossiping about you, like, oh, she was in town, now we will see how she will maneuver, the husband is dead, we want to see her carrying a hoe and going to the farm to toil and moil the way other ladies do. In fact, I knew how to dig, but I didn't know how to do it in big farms. Thanks to them, because they were blessed with big lands. Oh, and thanks to God, the money that I was sent, I bought a gas, because we usually, even we had to stay lunchtime, we didn't have food. We used to survive with one meal, and it was being measured. Now my baby, she's a bontao. Those kids who are born in town, they don't know how to eat like very fast. 5 kids or 4 kids or 3 kids will be put together under one plate. This one, she takes one, she's looking them out how they are eating very fast, and now for her she's laughing. But while for them, they're trying to fill their stomachs very fast before the food gets over. For her, she doesn't know. After they've completed, she wants to take the second one. She starts crying. The food is over. The food is over. That was the situation. The family members, they were there. They were like, she will adapt. She will adapt. What are you supposed to do? You are that man, a lady who is married now. Okay, because the dowry wasn't paid. Let's say you were there cohabiting. He's late. It was not easy. It took me a while. I passed through hell. But I thank God, because I enjoyed it, and blessings came out of it, as much as more tough moments came, but God made a way. That is history. Those are memories. So I managed to admit my kids to those schools. My son started now also. I had to put him in school, but I had to take him, like, he didn't know how to walk fast to school. After my daughter joined the first term, the following year, now that is when the son joined. I had to do it, because how could I manage? I need to go out and look for the way. As much as the in-laws, they don't want me to move from the home and go to do business, because they were scared, like I might get someone to to get married to another person. But I was not that type, because I was meant, and for me, I had decided, like, this marriage is for better, for worse. And of course it happened, and that was our agreement. So could it be because it was for better, for worse, till death do us apart? He has died. Let me salvage the kids' lives. Let me do something different. Human beings, it happened. But all I can say, if I look back, I can say thanks to them, because whatever they did to me, it was a blessing in disguise. Guys, it's been 1 hour since I started narrating this. This is my part 1. I guess you're gonna join me to hear my part 2 from here. How my kids started school, how I changed it and began doing farming, and what kind of business I started, and how it went up to where I am. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I've been your host, Eliza_Jacob, and stay tuned from here. You're gonna hear more and you're gonna learn. Maybe you have a neighbor, maybe you have a relative, maybe you have a friend, because nobody is perfect in this world, and we are not there forever in this world to stay forever. We'll have to die one day. So maybe I'm narrating this story so that either someone outside there is passing through the same will also watch out and get motivated, get inspired, learn one or two how to read the red flags and walk away to save your life. Thanks for watching. They said peace out. God loves you, and remember, you are God's favorite. You are blessed. You are out here to shine. No matter what, the things are coming. Stay tuned and be that person who is motivated. Look on the positivity. Let no one tell you otherwise, because you are God's favorite. Cheers.